let's pretend that I'm in Atwell's tiny little brain just for a few seconds. Right?
It's a lot of space.
And you go, right.
Ruby.
Right.
No one with 1, 2 eyes, partial vision, watched this foul and said the outcome of it and what happened during is just despicable.
皆さんこんにちは。本当にトッテナム戦のパート1からパート4の動画まで本当にたくさんご視聴いただきありがとうございます。そして今回も500ライクでパート6の動画をアップロードします。まだまだそのブライトンの現地のサポーター、そしてフットボールファン自体が今回の試合を忘れることはできないですし、イングランドではこの試合はすごく話題になっています。で、今回に関してなんですけれども、また、ブライトンの現地のサポーターが今回の試合の誤審について語る動画を日本語に訳してアップロードしました。ただしその動画を流す前に、まずはそのいつも通りスコア予想ランキングを見ていきたいと思います。6月までにはまだ本当にたくさんの試合が残っていますし、サムネにプレビューと書いてある動画には、そのスコア予想を当ててみてください。4点差以上のスコア予想には2ポイントとしてカウントしますし、6月に1位になった方やユニフォームをプレゼントしますので、これからもたくさんのスコア予想をお待ちしております。そして今週末までに、その4月15日までに、チャンネル登録をしてくれた方1名にスポーツフィークのオリジナル T シャツまたはレアルソシエダードの T シャツをプレゼントしますので、たくさんのご登録をよろしくお願いいたします。そして17時15分にはヘタフェ戦の、久保選手を評価する現地のサポーターのパート2の動画をアップロードしますので、そちらも見ていただければと思います。今週はチャンピオンズリーグの試合であったり、ヨーロッパリーグの試合もありますので、日本語に訳してほしい動画がありましたら、この下のコメント欄にその意見を書いていただければと思います。この下のコメント欄に。では、今回訳した動画はこちらになります。
You will remember this. We will talk about this game in months and in years to come because it was an absolute disgrace. I don't even care about the actual game of football now. That's so much. I don't care about the game of football. The outcome of it and what happened during is just despicable on such a variety of levels.
And let's talk one of the biggest ones immediately. Mitoma's goal. First of all, what a take and what a finish. Unbelievable finish, I thought, from Mitoma. I originally thought it was offside, was what they were looking for. Never once did I assume it was a handball because it quite clearly come off the sleeve / chest, like shoulder area. And that's been, like, the sleeve has been played onside and not handball all season long. That's been the rule. Like, if it hits up on the sleeve, it's not a handball. We've had this, the precedent's been set, we're all happy with it. It's happened many a times this season and it's always been given the same way. The lino, after the referee said no, the lino did motion to the fact that it hit his shoulder and was like, he
was tapping here on his upper arm. This guy, I don't know where he's perceived it, but he's created a new scenario that didn't happen where the ball touched way lower as well.
And let's also add to the fact that, he was also pushed into that ball. Absolutely a foul anywhere else on the pitch, by the way. Absolutely. And the goal is disallowed for handball. So, penalty shout number 1. Mitoma. This was Højbjerg, right? This was Højbjerg. So this is where I'm getting. There's so fucking many. I'm getting a mix up as to who the frickin' Spurs shirt was doing each one. So the Højbjerg tackle / absolute stonewall foul on Mitoma. They take a decent look at this one and still come back with 1, saying no, and 2, to Adam's point, we're so confident that it's not a penalty, you don't need to worry about a thing, Atwell. Don't worry about checking that on the screen, mate. You're good to go.
They have to have been watching something else on TV. No one with 1, 2 eyes, partial vision, watched this foul and said, that's not a penalty. Nobody. And that's the thing. This was the one that I think we all look at and we're the most aggrieved by, because this is the one that's absolutely undeniable. It is as objective as it comes. He stamps on his foot. It's a penalty. I cannot fathom the decision-making process that went down at Stockley Park, where one idiot watched it and was, I don't know, was watching EastEnders or something on the other screen. The other idiots got Corey on and has gone, nah, yeah, sure, whatever, just let Spurs out, it's fine, it's not a big deal. And then, yeah, don't get the ref to have a look, don't bother with it, just let it happen. If someone explained the flow chart of the decisions that got them to just continue playing. And the fact is, every single time that he did it, he was incorrect. So don't do it. Like, if you don't know, if you're not sure, it's okay. Like, we've got to a point now where we understand that a referee can make the wrong decision. That's why we have the video assistants and the assistant to the video assistant, like bloody The Office, it feels like, where you've got the assistant to the regional manager. You've got 400 different officials involved in this whole thing. You can make a mistake, Stuart Atwell, that's okay. But don't come out and be like, no way, there's no way that's get up. Despite the fact that you've got no bloody, you haven't seen it, you couldn't see. That was just one thing I thought. I'm already furious, and I don't like to.
Yeah, this is the one, isn't it? Like, just the other ones, like you said, if you just completely ignore them, which we aren't, just about 49 minutes talking about them, but just this one is just deplorable, isn't it? And for me, it's like, right, so let's pretend that I'm in Atwell's tiny little brain just for a few seconds. Right?
It's a lot of space.
And you go, right,
Ruby.
right. He's brought the ball down. He's then either fell over voluntarily, which is a dive in the penalty area, or he's actually been caught, right? So surely, if he thinks that there's no contact been made there, then Mitoma's dived and it's a yellow card, right? And you then stop the game. Instead, he hasn't even done that. So he must think that there's some contact there, but it's not enough, in which case VAR does get involved, in which they don't do their job. Then it just, either way, doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I can't figure out his thought process and that flowchart going through his head, where no action was the right call here. It makes no sense to me on the pitch, and then off the pitch is another thing. Like you said, they're watching Emmerdale at this point because it doesn't make any sense.
では、今回の動画はこちらになりました。いかがでしたでしょうか。また、14時15分にはヘタフェ戦の、久保選手のパフォーマンスを評価する現地のサポーターのパート2の動画をアップロードしますので、そちらも見ていただければと思います。そしてまた500ライクでパート6の動画もアップロードしますので、たくさんの高評価をよろしくお願いいたします。では、今回の動画はここまでになりますが、いつも通りチャンネル登録と高評価をよろしくお願いいたします。毎日のように新しいコンテンツをアップロードしてますので、通知オンにしていただければ、その新しいコンテンツを見逃すことはないです。